Hello everybody. Wow, it has been a really long time since I've made a YouTube video. So the reason behind me doing videos like this is because I hope that one day my future children or grandchildren or whoever can look back on this and kind of experience part of our lives with us by looking back at the videos that I've made. So that's the reason why I'm making this video. Also because it's quite nice for family and friends back home to be able to have a look at what we've done on our holiday, because I don't obviously live at home in South Africa, I live in Dubai. So therefore I like to keep everyone up to date and kind of feel like they can be part of our lives even though we live so far away. Miguel and I have pushed our wedding date, well, changed our wedding date twice already. It was supposed to happen in 2020 in August, and then we had to move it obviously due to COVID. We moved it to August this year, 2021, and that again is not going to happen due to COVID. Our wedding is supposed to be in Bali, and Bali's still closed. The borders are still closed into Bali, so we're in a little bit of a predicament. We can push our wedding again to 2022, or we can potentially move it to South Africa, because in South Africa it'll be a little bit easier for me to organize because my mom's there. I've got friends and family who can help out on that side. But obviously we have our bookings in Bali and we've already paid a huge deposit on the wedding venue, which we will then lose. So there's a lot that's up in the air at the moment and we're not too sure what's going to happen or how we're going to proceed, but it's very difficult to make decisions with the current circumstances. The plan was never to do our legal paperwork in Bali. So because I'm from South Africa and Miguel's from Spain, it's very difficult for us to do our legal paperwork anywhere. If we do it in South Africa, Miguel will need this letter from his embassy, his Spanish embassy, which is fine, he's able to get that. But in South Africa, because it's an international marriage, it's not like a local marriage, we're not both South African, their office only opens, I think it's like every Monday morning between the hours of 8 and 12. And the queue is like a year in advance of waiting time in order to get that done. So that's not a possibility to get it done in South Africa. We looked at the possibility of doing it at the Spanish embassy in the UAE, or just doing it in the UAE at a church here, just to do the paperwork, not to actually get married. And I need this document from South Africa. It's a letter of oh my gosh, it's just slipped my mind. There's a letter that I need from the South African embassy, and in order to get that letter, it can take up to a year. So again, we can't get married in the Spanish embassy in the UAE, and we can't get married in the UAE. So we're down to having only one choice really, which was what we had always known even pre-COVID, was that we would do our paperwork in the Seychelles. So in the Seychelles, all you need is your birth certificate and your passport. So that's why a lot of people of dual nationalities get married in the Seychelles. So yeah, that was originally the plan from the get-go. So because we both had leave now, and neither of us can go anywhere, Miguel can't go to Spain because there's like a huge lockdown there. I can't fly home to South Africa because the flights have been suspended to South Africa from the UAE. So we were kind of umming and ahhing where we were going to go, and then we thought, you know what, we need to get this paperwork done anyway. Why not just go ahead and head to the Seychelles and get it done? So as I said before, we were in no rush to get this paperwork done, but it needs to be done within the next year or two. So we thought, let's just take this opportunity and go ahead and do it.
I'm leaving home for the coastline, someplace under the sun.
We ended up spending 4 days in the Seychelles, which was 5 days, sorry, which was amazing. The first 2 nights we stayed on Eden Island. So Eden Island is almost like an island that's cut off from the rest of the Seychelles. It's on Mahe, but it's kind of separate, so everybody on there needs like a fingerprint scan to get onto the island. And on the island there's only golf carts, so each little apartment gets a golf cart, and that's what you use to drive around the island.
Hear the sounds of the season and lose all sense of time. I'm moving far away to a sunny place where it's just you and me. Feels like we're in a dream.
We absolutely loved staying on Eden Island. So it's self-catering, which was great. There was a kitchen in the apartment. We had a beautiful view in the garden in front of us. We had like a little garden and it looked out onto the marina.
The fire burns in the night sky. This life will keep us young, yeah, keep us young. And we will sleep by the ocean. Our hearts will move with the tide. And we will wake in the morning to see the sun paint the sky.
Eden Island has about 5 different beaches that you can drive to in your little golf buggy, which we absolutely loved. And it was so nice to just be able to get up in the morning, decide when you want to have breakfast, make your own breakfast, get in your little buggy, drive 5 minutes down the road to the beach, and then come back to the house whenever you needed to. So we really thoroughly enjoyed our stay on Eden Island.
I'm moving far away to a sunny place where it's just you and me.
So we're sitting at the beach in beautiful sunshine and all of a sudden it's pouring with rain. So this is one of the 4 beaches that are on the island. The whole island will probably take us about 10 minutes to get around in a golf buggy. And yeah, to get here is probably about 5 minutes from our little apartment. It's so beautiful and the water's so warm. So we're sitting here and having a little sundowner. The girl's drinking the local beer. What's it called?
It's actually quite nice. Sea brew? Yeah, sea brew.
Oh.
Seychelles.
Cool. And I'm drinking a good old Savannah. Look, how's this view?
South African iced.
So what happened in the Seychelles is we video called all of our families. They were all on like a laptop on a video call with us, and the lady came in who married us, and she just did it in the apartment that we were renting in the Seychelles. It was an Airbnb. She came there with 2 witnesses and we did like a mini little ceremony, which was super nice, super romantic, and it was just so sweet that Miguel and I could spend that time together, just the 2 of us. It was really special.
Amber, as your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Then repeat after me, sir. To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
From this way forward.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
For as long.
For as long.
As we both.
As we both.
Shall live.
Shall live.
Thank you. And to you, Miss Amber, do you accept to take the Mr. Miguel as your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
Then also, madam, repeat after me. To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
For as long.
For as long.
As we both.
As we both.
Shall live.
Shall live.
And sir, you may take the ring. Place it on her finger. While you're making her wear the ring, say this to her. Amber,
Amber,
take this ring
take this ring
as a sign
as a sign
of my love and fidelity.
of my love and fidelity.
Now it's your turn, sir. Madam. Miguel,
Miguel,
take this ring
take this ring
as a sign
as a sign
of my love and fidelity.
of my love and fidelity.
Thank you. So, okay, to conclude the ceremony, married by me, Oselma Woodcock, After due publication in the respective domicile, and after you, the contracting parties have declared to me, in the presence of your two witnesses, and your family also, that you are willing to take each other as husband and wife, I accordingly pronounce that you are united by marriage. It's time for you to kiss your bride.
I 100% am still gonna have a wedding, because this was not my wedding. Like, my family was not there, it was just Miguel and I. I didn't wear a wedding dress. I still have my wedding dress that I bought, so I definitely am gonna wear that dress one day. So I'm just hoping that our actual wedding can happen in 2022. For now, all we've done is sign the papers in the Seychelles. For our last 2 nights, my parents were kind enough to gift us 2 nights stay at the Constance, Ephelia, which is a beautiful, really well-known resort. It's like a luxury resort in the Seychelles, and we stayed there for 2 nights, which was just such a treat. It was so special. The nice thing about the Constance Ephelia is they've got a lot of facilities that you can use, so like tennis courts, they've got kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding. They've just got everything that you can use as you like. We also had half board there, so we had breakfast and dinner included, which was amazing. A real treat. The buffets were out of this world. Yeah, so Constance Ephelia was really so special. It was almost like a little honeymoon after we had actually signed our papers. Then we went across to the Constance Ephelia. So that's the whole of Eden Island where we stayed. Now we're on our way to the Constance Ephelia.
Someone's happy.
Stopping on the way to the hotel to check out some beaches. Sure, how beautiful. Oh my word.
Well, holy moly, me oh my, you're the apple of my eye. Girl, I've never loved one like you. And oh my best friend, I scream and do.
So this is our room at the Constance Ephelia. We're staying in a junior suite. This is the bedroom. And then the bathroom is through here. So nice. The shower's through there and the toilet's through there. And then outside over here, you can see the sea just through the trees. This is our little balcony. There's a swimming pool through there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. And then that's the sea also just over there. You can probably see it in the background behind the trees. So that's our villa over there. And then this is the beach.
I follow you into the park, through the jungle, through the dark. God, I never loved one like you. Boats and waterfalls, alleyways and payphone calls. I'll be here everywhere with you. We laugh until we think we'll die, barefoot on a summer night. Nothing new is sweeter than with you. And in the street we run free, like it's only you and me. Geez, you're something to see. Oh, let me come home. Home is whenever I'm with you. Oh, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Just a little 7 a.m. tennis session. How beautiful are these views? And these views. Got the palm trees next to the courts. So nice.
Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my Martin Bar. Not the way that I do love you.
The color of the water today is unreal. We're gonna head in that direction over there because there's some coral. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do some snorkeling. Yeah, so we're gonna head down to the boathouse over there, drop our things off, and then do some snorkeling. I think the visibility is gonna be great today. So this is the view from the helipad. How beautiful.
You are home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Not being able to plan a wedding or to choose a date when your wedding will be really takes almost like the magic away from being a bride, if you can put it that way. So it's been really difficult, and yeah, I've kind of felt like not as excited about a wedding as I should feel. So I'm really hoping that next year, 2022, if we're able to plan it, that things will feel a little bit more special and more exciting. But yeah, for now I'm just really happy that we've done our paperwork. I'm now a Mrs. which is so weird to think, but yeah, we've done it. We got married.